I went from the socially anxious loner where I was literally in class and I would get picked last for any sort of team. I wouldn't have a partner for any group activity. I would always be alone. I'd be so bored. Imagine how embarrassing it is to be picked last for some football game. That sucks. And I went from that to where I am now, where I'm socially confident, I can do what I want, and I don't feel any anxiety when I'm out and about because I know that I have the social skills and the confidence to just control where I am, who I'm talking to, etc. I've made friends who I actually like hanging out with. I've managed to learn to actually talk to women for the first time in my life, and I did all of that through learning to talk to people. And then I thought, well, if I've gotten all of this to just learning to talk to people, to be able to put myself out there and start conversations, imagine the dream of having people come to you. I didn't even need to put myself out there. Imagine I'm just sitting down and like people are coming up to me. Some like 10 out of 10 supermodel comes up to me. Is that even possible? Imagine how great that would be. You can literally get social connections, have fun, gain all of the benefits of knowing how to talk to people without even having to put yourself out there, without even having to put an effort. It's like this passive income thing, bro. You can sit down and you just passively make friends. You passively get girls. You passively do all of this with no work. Is that even possible? Well, yeah, kind of. To some level, you can get people to approach you. That's definitely possible. Getting people to approach you is 100% possible. But it's not a surefire way to live your life, because it gets you into the habit of waiting for someone to come up to you. Let's say there's some girl, some really hot girl who could be your future wife. And instead of talking to her, you wait for her to come up to you. You're doing all of these tactics that I'm talking about in the video, and you're waiting, you're cross-armed. Yeah, she's gonna come up to me, just wait a few seconds. 1 minute passes, 2 minutes passes. No one is there. No one has come up to you. Because it's not guaranteed. What is guaranteed though, is you going up to her. If you go up to her, the chances of talking to her are 100%. If you wait for her or that guy or whatever, whoever you want to talk to come up to you, the chances of them coming up to you, the chances of you talking to them are lower than 100%. So most times you want to be the one initiating it. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news and say that you should never try and get people to talk to you. Of course, it's something that you can improve on, but don't get into this weird, perverted view of the world where you expect everything to come to you like some spoiled child. Most important thing you can do to get people to come up to you is to change the people that you are around. Like, think about it. For people to come up to you, they need to be social to some degree. You've practiced being social, maybe, or you're going to. Check out the top link in the description if you want to do that. You're trying to become more social, and this is like relatively difficult. Most people aren't doing what you're doing. You're literally watching this video that really isn't edited at all to learn to become more social, to get people to come up to you. How many others do you think are doing that? So it's kind of rare to meet other social people out and about. Most people are socially anxious. Most people have social anxiety. They literally can't talk to others, even if they wanted to. So you have to keep this in mind. When you go about most places, most people won't be coming up to you because they literally can't. They can't, okay? They are inhibited. They aren't able to do it. They can't do what you can do. So, I mean, yeah, I commend you for that. In that case, you need to change the people you're around. Who should you be around? Well, let me give you this example. Let's compare the weekends and the weekdays. On the weekdays, everyone is busy. Everyone is rushing to work. They have tasks they have to do. They're in a rush. Imagine in this environment where people cannot be bothered at all to focus on what's in front of them because they're thinking, okay, I need to go to my job, I'm late, I have this presentation I need to make, boom, 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 boom. Do you think they really have in their mind, oh, let's talk to this young chap? Let's be honest, people have lives as well. They have things they are worrying about, tasks they have to do, and you are at the back of their mind. They probably don't even register your existence. So your environment matters so much more than any other piece of advice I'm going to give you in this video. On a weekend, when people are lax, people are outside to have fun, in like the cinema, in bars, people are literally out just to have fun and be social. In situations like that, do you think it's unheard of to get someone to come and talk to you? Obviously not. So you need to change who you're around and when it is. Now that was just an example with the weekends and weekdays, but think about this. This literally changes depending on where you are in the world. There's a huge difference from being in the UK where it's cold and the weather's bad, yet people respond to weather. You can have some happy guy who's suddenly sad because of the weather, so volatile. People respond to the weather. Then in the UK, where the weather is shit and there's this like culture of not really talking as much, compared to somewhere like Thailand or Bali, where everyone is way more positive and social. Where do you think you're going to get more positive responses, where you're going to get people coming up to you? Besides just the environment, what else can you do? You can wear a what's-it. I remember reading this book, I don't entirely remember the name, but it said that a what's-it is one of the best ways to get someone to talk to you. In this fast-paced world where people are socially anxious with social media, people are very hesitant to start a conversation because it'll be embarrassing if they get rejected. Imagine they come up to you and you reject them and it's obvious they got rejected. But then imagine if someone asks you for a pen and you say no. Well, it's not really as embarrassing. If anything, it makes you look like some fucking weirdo. Like, why are you rejecting someone asking for a pen? It's a pen, bro. So if you wear something which is notable to some degree, like a watch, a necklace, not something too flashy, but something that someone can notice a little bit, it becomes so much easier to start a conversation because they can just be like, oh, nice watch. Oh, nice necklace. Oh, that's an interesting shirt. Why does your shirt say that? People will come up to you and they'll have an excuse to talk to you now. They can comment on an object and it removes the high risk stakes of coming up and talking to you randomly with no excuse. So always wear something which someone can notice. Earrings, necklace, maybe have a book, something. Of course, don't go over the top. Don't be wearing like some clown suit because then that's just weird. It shouldn't actively detriment your life to do this. It shouldn't be something that big that you're doing. It's just kind of on you. Like low effort, but it looks cool. And finally, I don't think people do this enough. You just need to smile more. Literally just force yourself to smile. What happens when you smile more is that people are so much more passionate to talk to you because they see your high positive energy. And this is the thing that's helped me the most. I remember going into the train at one point and I had the biggest smile on my face. And there was no reason to smile technically. No one made a joke. I was just happy. I just decided, you know what, I feel like being happy right now. So I forced a smile. I wasn't even happy before the smile. And then after I forced a smile, then I actually became happy. I know it sounds crazy, bro, but what will happen is the absurdity of forcing a smile will just make you actually smile. So you force a smile, then you start smiling for real. And then afterwards, you'll just have a big smile on your face. You'll be happy now. because of course your physical mannerisms change your internal mind, and because of that, you'll be way more happy. So I walked into this train with the biggest smile. And as I was walking, there was some girl talking to her friend, and she made eye contact with me as I looked at her. And as I was walking with this smile, she just kept looking at me. She wasn't even listening to her friend. She was just like, whoa, this guy is so happy. The smile is magnetic. You should strive to be a happy person, to be honest. Why would you not want to always be smiling and be happy and have fun? I see this like weird trend of being depressed like it's some good thing. Like I remember when I used to watch quite a lot of Andrew Tate, it was like, no, you shouldn't smile, you should just be locked in. And it didn't benefit me. Because there's no benefit to not being happy. Why would you not want to be happy? Do you want to live your life depressed? No, then smile more. Hope this video helped. Check out the top link in the description. It's a social protocol where you learn exactly how to socialize with a course that gives you all the things I've learned through my years of trying to get better at talking to people. There's a community of people who are literally on the same path as you. They want to get better at socializing. They want to make more friends. They want to go on more dates. And if you want to achieve that, if you want to build connections with these people who are exactly like you, then you can check that out. There are weekly calls, and I'll see you in there. Remember, consistency is over a lifetime. Bye-bye.